Gallifrey, Gallifrey, welcome to our
Oh boy. Recording in progress. And what is
Yeah,
it recording for? Season 7, Episode 10 of Star Trek The Next Generation. Welcome!
That's right. Your Gallifrey gals are getting warped. I'm Paula. That's Kat. And the name of today's episode is Inheritance.
Inheritance. You know who I miss? Wesley.
Yeah.
I miss him so much.
Yeah.
I just like, a part of me was like, oh, it could be a Worf episode, could be that. I was like, you know who I wish it would be, but probably won't be?
Wesley. I agree.
I-
I do miss. I myself am always like, once Wes
I
is
miss
kind
him.
of out of the show, I'm like, oh, she'd
miss
come
him.
back.
I miss that dynamic. I miss him being there. I really do. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Let's watch it.
Let's fuck around and find out.
Do you have any idea who I am?
You were Dr. Juliana Taylor.
You lost all your early memories. And I was also his wife. In a way, I suppose you could say, I am your mother.
Data. I
Oh, he does a
am
little.
your mother.
We had planned to reactivate you, but we never got the chance. That's when the crystalline entity attacked. We had to leave quickly. We decided to marry secretly to give her a chance to get used to our being together. We slipped away to Mavala 4 and got married there.
Convenient.
Wasn't exactly.
You're coming at someone who's got major trust issues in this show.
Yep.
Somehow Noonian had a way.
I don't
of
trust
making
you.
even the oddest things seem romantic. I had no idea that you'd even met him.
It was shortly before his death.
He's dead. We didn't exactly part on the best of terms. I realized he loved his work as much as he loved me. Maybe more.
Checking passenger manifests to see if they went to Mavala 4 during the period in question. The fact that they went to Mavala does not prove they were married there.
And when you think about it, why would she want to lie? Why would anybody want to pretend to be your mother? Part of being human is learning how to deal with the unexpected. To risk new experiences even when they don't fit into your preconceptions. Data. I reconfigured the phasers to create the most highly focused particle beam possible.
Thank you, Geordi.
I'm just so pleased you've got good manners. It wasn't easy to strike the right balance with your programming. I don't want to embarrass you.
I don't have feelings.
You didn't seem to mind about being naked. We actually had to write a modesty subroutine to get you to keep your clothes on.
We are within
Here's
2 kilometers
hoping.
of the magma pocket.
Another 5 seconds should do it. We've broken through.
Terminating the beam.
Good work, Data.
I don't think we could have gotten in any cleaner.
We have David to thank for that. We couldn't have done it without him. His figures were perfect.
Thank you. I will be playing this piece at a recital tomorrow evening.
Well, I suppose there's a certain amount of vanity involved. And considering that
All right, well, at least you can.
was my idea.
Yeah, this is weird.
See the point.
Yeah.
But I believe it is during my creative endeavors that I come closest to experiencing what it must be like to be human.
Well,
I wish I wasn't still so wary.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that Handel piece. How would you feel about my playing the viola part tomorrow?
I would like that very much. That is Lal, my daughter.
Your daughter?
The positronic matrix I designed for her was unstable. She only lived a short time.
Fuck, that was a hard episode.
That was a very, very, very hard episode.
In a sense, you were her grandmother.
Your father lost several prototypes before long.
I was not aware he created other androids before my brother.
Losing them was very painful. When Noonian decided to try again, I was very much against it. I didn't think we had the right to bring a life into the world with so little chance of surviving. But Law was cruel.
Yeah.
Your father decided to build yet another android. One who didn't have emotions. I couldn't believe.
Are you saying you were against my creation?
Yeah, kind of was.
I was. But I was wrong. I know that now.
So why didn't you reach out?
Proud of what you've accomplished.
That's where I'm like, what the?
Then why did you never attempt to
Yeah,
contact me?
come on, Data. Sorry, everyone. I'm saying things right before the
I felt
character
guilty about something
says
I'd
them.
done. I didn't want to bring you with us. I was afraid if we reactivated you, you'd turn out like more. I made NoAnie leave you behind.
Aww.
Data, we're going to have to terminate the beam if this keeps up.
If we do, we will have to begin a new shaft at a suitable location.
There is no suitable location.
Yeah, this is
Just
it.
give me a few more seconds.
You did it.
It was just luck I hit the right frequency.
I have initialized the plasma induction coils.
I'll need another minute to align the diverter.
There's signs of stress in the surrounding magma.
I know what I said to you must have been hard for you to hear. I hope
doesn't.
you understand my reasons.
Perhaps you could clarify them for me. If I had been your
There's some
biological
shift
offspring,
in her.
would you have left me on Omicron Theta?
Yeah.
I get the impression you were trying to spare my feelings.
No, I wouldn't have left you behind if you'd been my biological child. I'm not trying to justify leaving you behind. I'm just sorry I did.
Thank you for making it clear to me.
That's all he was asking for. Like Dr. Crusher's face reacting to it.
I was hoping you would be able to determine that from her transporter trace.
I was thinking that.
At a glance, I see nothing wrong with her, except for a mild case of hypertension, which is normal for a woman her age.
Bit of cave-in in one of the magma pockets. You needed a transporter room.
Just
too.
continuing to
On my way.
justify
Excuse me, Doctor.
Kat's paranoia in this show with statements like that.
You're hurt, I'll go.
My favorite caves.
You gotta love this set and the usage
It's-
they get out of it.
It's my favorite. This is where you'll see Picard through his jacket.
Yeah, which we forgot to remove from the set, so it is still there.
Now we just have to realign the diverter.
Better freaking hurry.
Can we transport without the pattern enhancers?
No.
We are going to have to jump. I will make it. You will.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
But she was sweating, and she had emotions, Katrina.
She's a Sung-type android, except everything about her is designed to fool you into thinking she's human.
Even veins and capillaries underneath her skin.
Not only does she age in appearance like Data, her vital signs change too.
As far as I can see, everything is fine. She should be awake.
It appears to be an information module.
What's up, Pops?
Whoever you are, you must have found out about Juliana. Data, I hope somehow it would be you.
It's so funny. This is like the doctor creating like a
Even-
interactive like hologram. You know,
Exactly.
Programmed to answer
it's got
your
enough of
questions.
himself in it.
You refer to Dr. Tainer as my
She's
mother.
kind of my sister.
Yet the complexity of her design indicates she was created after I was. There was a real Juliana O'Donnell.
Oh.
When I realized nothing could be done for her, I built an android. A few days after Juliana died, I activated the android. She recognized me. And it worked. Then you never told her the truth. Why? There was no reason for her to know. I never really let her know how much I loved her. When you put that chip back in, she will wake up and remember nothing. All you have to do is make up some excuse about what happened to her. She is Juliana Sung. Let her live out her days. And die believing she was human. I do not know what to do.
Why was Dr. Sung so adamant that she not be told?
I seem certain that if she knew, it would preclude the possibility of her being happy.
She's believed she's human all her life. The truth might be devastating to her.
I find I am having difficulty separating what would be best for her from what would be best for me.
Oh.
I don't know. But at the same time, by telling her, you're robbing her of the one thing you wanted all your life. To be human.
A difficult choice.
I don't know what the right answer is.
Decision you made.
Not sure there is a right answer.
You were knocked unconscious by the fall. You broke a bone in your arm, but Dr. Crusher repaired it. Everything is fine.
When will I see you again?
Perhaps I can visit a trio on my next leave. My father told me that he had only one great love in his life, and that he regretted never telling her how much he cared for her. I am certain he was referring to you.
That's nice to know. Take care of yourself, son.
Well, a nice little bounce back from last week's episode.
Honestly, like I feel about this in the same way. It's slightly separate like emotions, but it's like parallel to one another. It's that same thing with Picard and Crusher, where it's like, just let them fucking be together. It's the same thing with Data. I feel like it's this constant for fucking 7 seasons now, or 6.5, whatever the fuck. It's this constant thing of like him just being like having desperation to feel what it's like to be human, or to not be alone.
But he's not alone.
I know, but in the sense of like, he doesn't get to share that with her. He doesn't get to talk about those things with her. He doesn't get to have that, like, he doesn't get to relate to her in those ways fully. And he gets to see.
Would they fully relate to each other? Because she has more sophisticated programming than he does.
No, because she's getting the experience, like, again, like Troy said, of like, she's living the thing that you've always wanted. Do you want to risk taking that away from her? And it's like, of course you don't. But still, like, I know he's not alone, like he has his chosen family. But I guess I just like understand and relate to that, like just so desperately wanting to have that, you know, like that connection, that actual, like, I don't know.
I wonder though if just his own knowledge that she is an android,
I'm sure that helps
could be
a little bit.
Sense of not being alone. And I'm not convinced that telling her would ultimately
I'm not either
result in that that thing that he's after, and it may in fact ruin her the rest of her life.
I totally
so
agree
it's
with
really
that. I totally agree with that. It just doesn't take away that shitty feeling of just wanting him to have just like that little bit, like, you know, again, like his daughter, and like that. It's just fuck.
And that's
part
a
of me
tough
thought
decision that he had to make, like
110%. You have to. Do you choose what you think will benefit yourself, or do you choose the selfless thing of letting this, you know, like?
Yeah.
And there are times in life where it's appropriate to be selfish. It's appropriate to choose you over other things. It's 110%. But then there are other aspects where it is gray and it is mucky and it is. Again, like I feel like Data doesn't have feelings, but I feel like I'm like feeling what he is, like that selfishness of, but I want this. I want this to happen. But if I give in to what I want, is it actually even going to be what I want?
Yeah.
Those are complicated feelings. which again is so crazy, this whole thing of like him not having emotions. But so often you and I talk about throughout this whole thing of like, they use him in a way that helps portray these human emotions. Like it's so interesting how they're able to do that with this character who doesn't have emotions.
Yes.
When they're constantly, I feel like, using him as that portrayal, that lesson, that acceptance, that, you know, whatever it may be, the difficult decisions.
Do you think there's something in the fact that he doesn't have emotions that allows us to feel whatever our own individual emotions are through him? So like we're able to put whatever we all want or need into him because he's not showing us what to feel. So we feel our own thing, which is what makes it so effective. Does that make sense?
Yes, 110%. Yes, absolutely.
I just
because
had that thought for like the first time.
This is a very this is such a out there kind of like parallel to it, but it's a conversation that's been had with friends, and also I've seen on the internet of Twilight, the series Twilight. The book is written where Bella, the main character, this main girl, she's written in a way there's very little description to her. There's very little, and it helps the reader imagine themselves as that character.
Yeah.
So now they fall into this story because they're seeing themselves as this person of, I relate to this, I feel these things from this, and it pulls.
They become the audience proxy. Yeah.
Yes. So strange comparison, but yeah, I feel like that's very true. It makes it very easy for people to go, well, this is how I feel in this situation.
Yeah.
And this, you know, it's good writing.
Yeah.
In this case, I'd say the Twilight stuff is a little more problematic.
What do you think about, here's the thing that I have mixed feelings about, and that is like Dr. Soong kind of playing God.
Oh, I don't like it at all.
Right? Like he's
I don't like
I'll
it.
just essentially bring her back to life.
That decision was selfish.
Yeah.
And not selfish in the way that I think is positive.
Right.
It's too late. She exists. She is a life, and we respect that. She's here.
But you should not have created her.
Absolutely not. He was in denial. He didn't want to deal with his emotions, and he didn't want to let go, and therefore he took it in his own hands to create her.
It's so weird, the idea that like I created my lover. Like, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't think I'm really meant to, but I can't help but thinking like there's a weird thing happening there.
It's strange. It's incredibly selfish. It's incredibly selfish.
And I still like the whole like conversations of like, oh, this is what you were like as a child, and I said this a little in the episode, but it's so weird because it's not like, and then we taught you how to behave properly. It was like, then we reprogrammed you. And it's so weird because I feel like all those descriptions to me take away Data's agency or perceived agency. Because he does have programming. So he's never had that full agency because he is a product of his programming. Which I suppose you could say we all as humans are a product of our programming in a sense. Yeah. But like, I don't know, it's just such a weird, I'm like, but you didn't shape his behavior through guidance.
Through guidance. Went in,
programmed his brain.
Poked around, and then created the image that which you wanted.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's just such a weird thing to think about.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A good episode though.
I like this episode.
A very good episode.
I like this one. I like the tagline or the log line or whatever. The description for this episode is: Data meets Juliana Taynor, former wife of Dr. Noonien Sung, and Data's mother. but she holds a shocking secret that even she doesn't know she carries.
Jesus Christ, the descriptions are so... Remember when we were watching this on Netflix when it was still available there?
Oh gosh, it just gives everything away.
All the time. You were like, please don't look at the description of this episode. I was like, I'll do my best. I won't look. Some of them I caught, on accident, and it was just like... You just told me the episode. You just told me what's gonna happen. I'm like, don't do that.
And we said this all the time when we were watching it that way, but the worst show I found for that was Supernatural. It would literally go Dean and
Sam.
Dean and Sam go fight zombies in a haunted house. I'm like, oh great. Well, cool. I mean, we're not supposed to know there's zombies until 20 minutes into the episode, but okay.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Like, you're not supposed to give away the mystery monster of the week in the description.
So silly.
Anyway,
gosh.
Coming up next, oh boy. I'm excited about what we're going to watch next. But
can't wait.
You'll have to all wait until next week to see it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So,
but you know what you can do in the meantime? Between now and then?
What?
You can financially support the channel, which makes everything possible. Yes. It's the only reason we're able to move forward and continue to do this. Patrons, mwah, we love you. You get full-length reactions a few hours before YouTube, access to our Discord community where we sit there and chit-chat and nerd out all the time. We have such a beautiful community in there.
We have such a wonderful community of people.
So kind. Yes. Everybody is... just so many fun discussions and agreeing to disagree in moments and opening, just so many good things. So come nerd out with us and know that it's making all of this possible. And if not, that's
subscribe to the YouTube channel. So let us know that you like what we're doing. Leave us a comment. And that helps us, with the algorithm, and give us a thumbs up because that also helps. And we like that because we like feeling like people like us. So please, thank you.
But until then, catch Gallifrey Gals next time
as we boldly watch what no cat has ever watched before.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.